When you look at the Browns, it was apparent that the offensive line had a tough season. Injuries, yeah, different scheme. The question I have for you, and I'm curious, you covered this team closely. Was it just a matter of different schemes, so you're asking guys to do things that weren't in their wheelhouse, their strengths, or did they just get old?
Yes and yes. I think both things can be true at the same time there. I think the offensive line is an issue going forward. We still don't know whether or not Joel Bitonio is going to be back for another season or not. From my understanding is he has not made up his mind yet. He wanted to get through the Pro Bowl, still have some conversations with his family and such before he comes to do a decision. And obviously, the left tackle situation has been a problem. The Jedrick Wills thing is obviously that experiment is over. DeJuan Jones, I mean, has shown us that he has the potential to be a long-time starter in this league. Unfortunately, again, and I'll go back to bad circumstances. Him suffering another season-ending injury just when you thought you could plug and play him in a new spot this year. So after he played right tackle last year, so listen, I thought Postage had his struggles this year. I think Wyatt Teller had a solid year. He seemed to kind of get his feet under him, if you will. I think we forget too, Dave, and sometimes I don't think fans can appreciate, and I know it's difficult for media. Sometimes we don't know what these guys are dealing with from a medical standpoint. The team they can tell us that some guy's got an ankle problem and that's keeping him out of practice for a couple of days, but all these guys are dealing with something. And I think this group as a whole was pretty banged up for a lot of this year. I'll go back to Conklin for a second. I thought he had a terrific year and a real bounce back comeback year for Jack. He played well, and I thought Batonio got himself together and played really well down the stretch, which is why I think he's considering coming back. There was never any talk about Joel being washed by any means. I think he's still got some productive years, but it's definitely a need, which is why I think you saw the Browns take Zach Zinter last year. I mean, they knew that this was going to be a problem going forward, and then until while you're looking for the quarterback, you're going to have some guys out there to protect for them and to open some holes. So, listen, I think offensive line is one of numerous needs on this team. I don't think there's a position group that doesn't need some help.